Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wildcat Football on the Wildcat Sports YouTube page. I'm David Warrington, and I'm coming to you live from Central City High School for the 2021 Central City Homecoming Football Game and the 2021 Tractor Bowl Trophy Game. Tonight's varsity football matchup will be between the visiting Springville Orioles and your Central City Wildcats. And before we get started tonight, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Each person and family has unique financial needs. That's why we offer a variety of personal banking and lending products. We offer everything you need for your personal financial success, from checking and savings accounts to loans and online services. Next Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Central City High School tonight between the Wildcats and the Orioles. It is homecoming here in Central City, as well as a rivalry game, Tractor Bowl Trophy on the line. Let's go ahead and preview both teams for you, starting with the Wildcats. Central City enters tonight's game with a record of 0-5 so far on the year. They've fallen to Lone Tree, Key, Edgewood, Colesburg, Midland, and Easton Valley. Last week they were on the road taking on the Easton Valley Riverhawks and fell to the unbeaten Riverhawks 63-6. The Wildcats will look to break into the win column in a big way here tonight in this rivalry game. The starting quarterback for the Wildcats is Jaden Hansen. So far this year, the sophomore has completed 10 of his 38 passes for 191 yards with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Another sophomore, Aiden Klosterman, is the team leader in rushing. So far on the year, he's ran the ball 85 times for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Braden Rickles is the team leader in receiving. He's caught 2 passes for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns. Klosterman also leads the team in tackles. So far this year, he has 28 tackles, including half for loss and half a sack. And Klosterman is closely followed by Luke Birds, who's second with 26.5 tackles, including 2.5 for loss and 1.5 sacks. And now taking a look at the Wildcats' opponent tonight, the Springville Orioles. They entered tonight's game with a record of 1-4 on the year. They started 0-4, falling to Waco, Edgewood, Colesburg, Key, and Easton Valley, before picking up their first win of the season last week against Midland, 43-8. The starting quarterback for the Orioles is Dylan Demeen. On the year, the senior has completed 37 of his 88 passes for 541 yards and 8 touchdowns with 9 interceptions. Demeen is also the leading rusher for the Orioles. He's ran the ball 49 times for 284 yards and 4 touchdowns. Demeen is closely followed by Luke Menster, who's ran the ball 64 times for 209 yards, and he also has 4 touchdowns on the ground. Menster is also a huge threat in the passing game. He's caught 31 of the team's 42 completed passes for 509 yards and 7 touchdowns. Menster's 509 receiving yards are the second most by any player in 8-man. The leading tackler for the Orioles is Corey Weber. The senior has 35 tackles, including 2 for loss. Dating back to 2006, the series between these two teams is evened up at 7-7. The Wildcats won 2 straight in 2017 and 2018, before the Orioles bounced back to win the previous 2 seasons, most recently by a score of 60-14 last year. The Wildcats will look to bring the Tractor Bowl Trophy back to Central City here tonight. And so we've got about 10.5 minutes to go before kickoff here from Central City. As I said, I'm David Warrington, coming to you from Central City High School, home of the Wildcats, for the Tractor Bowl Trophy matchup here tonight. Taking a look around the district last week, of course, 4 district games a week ago, as per usual. The Wildcats were in Preston taking on the Easton Valley Riverhawks, a game they lost 63-6. The Edgewood Colesburg Vikings hosted Calamus Wheatland, and the Edco came out on top on that one 78-0. The Key Keyhawks hosted Central Elkader. Key won that one 66-0. And then in Wyoming, the Midland Eagles hosted the Springville Orioles, a game that Springville won 43-8. Given those scores, here's an updated look at the district standings in 8-man District 5. In a 3-way tie for first place, all undefeated at 4-0 are Easton Valley, Edgewood, Colesburg, and Key. Midland is 2-2. They are in 4th place in the district. In a tie for 5th place at 1-3, Central Elkader and Springville. And then tied for 7th and last place are Calamus Wheatland and Central City. Both have yet to pick up a win in district play. Some other games around the district tonight. So, of course, we're here in Central City hosting the Springville Orioles. Also in Elkader, Central Elkader will host the Midland Eagles. In a battle of district unbeatens in Edgewood, Edco will host Key. And then in the fourth and final matchup, Calamus-Wheatland will be at their temporary home this season at the Wyoming Fairgrounds in Midland, and they will be hosting the unbeaten and statewide ranked Easton Valley Riverhawks. So now we're about 8 minutes and 45 seconds away from kickoff here in Central City. Think we're moments away from our national anthem, as marching band is on the track, ready to take the field here in just a little while. As I said, the Orioles 1-4 on the season. Their one win coming last week. They took down Midland in a game where Midland was out. They were minus a player. Midland's best running back, Caden Miller, kind of their workhorse on the ground, was ineligible to compete after being ejected in our game 2 weeks ago. And that one, Springville came away with a dominant win, 43-8. And of course, the Wildcats 0-5 on the season, looking to get their first win of the year here tonight. Wildcats currently standing at the goal post to my left, all in a line awaiting our national anthem. Same can be said about the Orioles over to my right, underneath the goal post over there. As the marching band appears to be taking the field now. I believe we're going to have our national anthem here momentarily. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're going to be having our national anthem here, so we'll go ahead and take a quick break. I'll rejoin you just as soon as the anthem is over.
At this time, we would like everybody to please rise for the playing of the national anthem by the Central City Marching Band.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem has been played, and we are just about 5 minutes away from kickoff here tonight for this Tractor Bowl Trophy and homecoming matchup.
And let's hear it for the Central City Wildcats.
So the Wildcats currently going back. They've got a National Guard-sponsored tunnel to run out of tonight. They're going back behind that, getting ready to take the field. Springville Orioles in a huddle over to my right, underneath the goalpost, getting ready to take their sideline as well. As taking a look at the weather here tonight, currently it's 72 degrees. Skies look a bit ominous, but shouldn't have any concerns in the weather department. Rain should hold off throughout the evening, and we should not have any worries as far as that is concerned. Had some rain last week, should not be the case this week. As the Orioles take the field, one of their big nose guards takes a tumble after giving a shoulder bump to his quarterback. As Wildcats got some smoke coming out. As currently at midfield, ladies and gentlemen, the cross-country team, of course, Springville and Central City combined for cross-country, so kids from both schools at midfield. They run the football in kind of a relay run all the way from, in this case, Springville to Central City. If the Orioles were hosting the Tractor Bowl Trophy game, it would be reversed, obviously, with the ball starting in Central City and ending up in Springville. As Coach Myers walks over to the sideline, and here come the Wildcats running through the smoke and the tunnel onto the field as they get set for tonight's homecoming football game. We're just 3.5 minutes away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen, as we should be having our coin toss here momentarily. As the Wildcats take their sideline and get set to go here tonight for our matchup. Captain's starting to get lined up here for the Wildcats. They've gone with strictly seniors all year. Don't expect that to change here. Looks like the 4 captains are going to be Tristan Diedeker, Wade Yoder, Troy Curtis, and Bob Bechtel. Those are the 4 captains going out to midfield for the Wildcats. For the Orioles, they are also going to go with a strictly senior captain group. Their 4 captains are going to be Dylan Demeen, Luke Jordan, Luke Menster, and Drew Feltes. The Orioles wearing their white home jerseys with orange numerals and orange and black trim, as well as their black pants and their black helmets. Wildcats, on the other hand, wearing their red helmets with the black logo. They've got their black home jerseys with white numerals and white and red trim, and their black pants also with white and red trim. Captains, Marcus Prusman also joining the Wildcats out at midfield tonight for the captains. Missed him at first, my apologies. As captain's still discussing out there at midfield. We should know the results of the coin toss momentarily, and that'll tell us how we're getting started here tonight for our homecoming matchup. Looks like the Wildcat kickoff team, or kick return team perhaps, getting huddled over by Coach Kirscher. We'll know which one here in just a second. As the clock is rolled down to just over a minute, as we should know the results of the coin toss here right about now as they move them over. Wildcats won the toss. They will receive, and they will get the first shot at things here tonight. The Wildcats will work right to left and defend the right end zone. Orioles, on the other hand, will work left to right. They will defend the end zone to my left. As the Wildcats captains jog onto the sideline, as do the Orioles. And we're just about ready to get things underway here tonight for homecoming Tractor Bowl Trophy football between the Orioles and the Wildcats. Kick return team huddled over by Coach Kirscher on the Wildcats sideline. As we're set to get things underway here tonight. Referees taking their positions. Head referee wearing a pink hat instead of the usual white. Of course, October 1st today, so Breast Cancer Awareness Month. As the Wildcats come out onto the field, it's going to be Lucas Greif and Matthew Klosterman back deep to return. Bob Bechtel and Christopher Greif will stand about 10 yards in front of them. Front line of defense there for the Wildcats and the kick return team will be Nolan Gates, Tristan Diedeker, Arwen Betzer, and can't get a number. I believe that's Max Arthur there on the far side for the Wildcats. Springville kickoff team out onto the field as well, as Orioles kicker Jackson Robinson Valley will set the ball at the 30-yard line. And we are set to go here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, between the Orioles and the Wildcats. Orioles break their huddle, and they stretch across the length of the field as Robinson Valley gets set to send it away. 12 minutes are on the clock, and we're ready for homecoming football here from Central City. Kicks on the way. It's going to be a wobbly one over towards the sideline. It'll go out of bounds. That will draw the flag, and of course, Coach Myers has a choice. He can either take 5 yards from where it went out or re-kick. It went out around the 10. So quite possibly maybe seeing a re-kick here, and that does appear to be Does appear to be the case, as Robinson Valley will pick up his tee and back it up 5 yards. He will now reset the ball at the 25, and we'll try this thing again. Ball went out of bounds at the 10, so the Wildcats would have just gotten to the 15, about the equivalent of a touchback. So instead, going to have him re-kick and hopefully get better field positioning. As everybody moves up 5 yards, Orioles once again break their huddle, and Robinson Valley gets set to kick it away once again. Has his arm in the air, takes his approach. Kick is away. Line drive, wobbly kick. Greif fields it at the 25, up to the 30 now. He's going to break a couple tackles, being dragged around, pushed down right around the 30-yard line. It looked like the ball might have come loose there at the end, but Wildcats will have it. And they're actually going to take several yards away from him there on the second effort, as that'll back him up nearly to the 25. I think they're going to spot that at the 27. And that's where the Wildcats will get started. 1st and 10 to begin tonight's ball game. Wildcats break the huddle, come up to the ball. As they're going to have Klosterman by himself in the shotgun. Lucas Greif is going to split out to the right. Wade Yoder, the fullback. He's going to go to Klosterman. He's going to keep it himself. Past the 30. Nearly broke a tackle. If he would have broken one more tackle, he would have been gone. Nonetheless, a nice run there. It's going to get him close to a first down. It'll set up second down and short. It's going to be second and less than a yard. Surprised they're not measuring this one, as that's about as close to 10 yards as he can get without moving the chains. 2nd and inches here, as Hansen and Klosterman in the shotgun to take the snap. It's going to go to Hansen. He's going to keep it himself. He has a first down. He spins out of a tackle, but he's going to be driven down by several Orioles. Didn't get a whole lot on the carry, but didn't need much to move the chains, so that will be first down for the Wildcats. As they'll pick up the first down, they're going to spot that right around the 39-yard line. First down and 10 for the Wildcats, just shy of midfield. As Lucas Greif is going to split out to the left. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take the snap. It's going to go to Klosterman. He'll take off, waits for it. He's got some room past the 35. Past the 30, there's a flag on the play as Klosterman was taken down just past the 30. But this one may be coming back as a flag came in there a couple yards past the line of scrimmage. Could be a holding call here. Officials discussing. Looks like we're going to get a call here. And that's going to be the case. Holding called against the Wildcats. So Klosterman's first down run will be taken off the board. And they'll march him back 10 from the spot of the foul, which will set up 1st and long for the Wildcats. Marching it back now, as he is going to set the ball at about the 32-yard line. 1st and long for Central City. Be about 1st and 16. Ball spotted at their own 32. Klosterman's looked explosive his first couple of runs. He's got breakaway speed. If he just breaks a couple tackles, he could go all the way at any given moment. Greif's going to split out right. Hansen also splits out to the right now, so Klosterman's all by himself. He takes a snap. He's going to throw, gets rid of it. It's caught by Lucas Greif past the 40. He's going to be close to a first down, shoved out of bounds by the Orioles. As Klosterman, not the quarterback for the Wildcats, that would be Jaden Hansen, but showed his throwing prowess there. It wasn't a long throw down the field or anything, just a crossing route there from Greif. He does the rest after the catch. Gets him just a couple yards shy of the first down. We'll call that 2nd down and 3. Ball is at the Oriole 33-yard line as Greif is going to split out right. Klosterman in the shotgun by himself. Greif comes in motion to the left. Low snap, handled by Klosterman. He's going to be taken down at the line of scrimmage. Don't think he gained anything that time, as the low snap kind of threw off the timing of the play. Might have actually lost a yard there, so that'll set up 3rd down and 4. Ball's going to be at the 32. Or the 34, rather. Third and short here as the Wildcats break the huddle. Hansen and Klosterman in the backfield to take the snap. It's going to go to Klosterman. Not much room. He's going to fight his way forward, close to a first down. It will depend on the spot. I think he got it. I think that'll be just enough to move the chains. They're going to get him up to the 30-yard line, and that will move the chains. First down, Wildcats in Oriole territory at the 30-yard line. Nice job there by Klosterman to get what he needed to get. Moving the chains, now 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Again, Klosterman and Hansen. Either one could take the snap. It's going to be Hansen. He's going to run it up the middle. Now cuts over to the right side. He's going to be taken down. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jackson, Robinson, Valley, and Luke Menster were back there right away for the Orioles. Looks like they're going to give him no gain there on the carry. It'll set up 2nd down and 10. Looks like they'll move it back a yard, actually. So 2nd down and 11. Ball's going to be spotted at the Oriole 31-yard line. With Wildcats sticking in that same formation, Greif's going to split out right. Klosterman and Hansen in the shotgun. Now Hansen's going to split out right. Klosterman all by himself back there now. He's going to take the snap. He'll fake, pump fake. He's going to run it himself. Breaks one tackle. He's got room to go past the 20. 15. He's going to cut it back inside just shy of the 10. Klosterman with a breakaway run there. And that'll set the Wildcats up. 1st down and 10, just shy of the 10-yard line. So I think they're going to spot that at the 12. Aiden Klosterman's looked good so far. As for a moment, I thought he was going to take that one all the way. Nonetheless, still a nice run. Sets him up 1st and 10 from the Oriole 12. Wildcats break the huddle. Greif split out to the right as Hansen and Klosterman stand in the shotgun to take the snap. Greif comes in motion to the left. It's going to go to Klosterman. He's going to hand off to Greif. On the left side, past the 10. He fights out of a couple tackles, and he's finally taken down at the 4. What a great effort there by Lucas Greif. I thought he was down, but he just kept churning those legs and brings it up to the 5-yard line. Making something out of nothing there, as that'll set up 2nd and short. Ball spotted at the Oriole 5-yard line. Wildcats break the huddle. Hansen and Klosterman in the backfield. It's going to go to Klosterman. He'll punch it up the middle. Now fighting over to the right. He's going to be close. I think he broke the plane, waiting for the call. No, they're going to call him down a half-yard short. It looked like the ball may have broken the plane. But, of course, the referee has better vantage point than I do, so he's going to say no. They're going to spot that at the inch line. The ball is just pressed against the goal line there. Couldn't be any closer. What you really don't want to see here is anything funky with the snap. Wildcats don't run a whole lot of under center offense, and that doesn't seem to be what they're going to do this time either. Hansen and Klosterman in the shotgun. It's going to go to Klosterman. He's got a hole. He's going to be into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Central City opens the scoring here tonight. Klosterman was dominant the entire drive, and fittingly so, he punches it into the end zone. Wildcats on the board first. They lead it 6-0 here. 2-point conversion yet to come. Wildcats elected to take the ball first, and of course, whenever you do that, you want to establish your dominance early in the game, punch it into the end zone, take the first lead. And that's exactly what they did here, as they'll look to extend that lead further here with the 2-point conversion attempt. Greif's going to split out left. Klosterman by himself in the shotgun. Now the entire line flips from the left to right side, overloaded to the right. Greif comes in motion. It's going to be a fake handoff. Klosterman keeps it, breaks one tackle. He's going to plunge forward. The ball came out. So the 2-point conversion is going to be no good, as I think Klosterman had it up until he lost the football. And so the 2-point conversion will be no good, but nonetheless, with 7:33 remaining in the first quarter, our score, Central City 6, Springville 0. So can't ask for too much better of a start to the ball game for the Wildcats. They take the football after winning the coin toss and drive it right down the field, punching the Orioles in the mouth with the run game. And I think they only passed it once. The entire drive was actually a direct snap to Klosterman, although Hansen is the quarterback. He completed the pass, though. And so the Wildcats up early here, 6-0. 7:30 to go in the first quarter, as the Orioles will get their first shot at things here momentarily. The Oriole kick return team breaks their huddle out onto the field. Wildcats also hustling out there. As it's going to be Luke Menster back deep to return. He's a big threat in the return game, so the Wildcats will have to be leery of that, although they generally don't kick it deep, so we shouldn't have to worry about that too much. As the Orioles are in a hands team, they've got 4 players right at midfield, and another 3 10 yards behind them at the 30. Assuming Wildcats are going to stick with their usual on the kickoff, and they are, they have 2 kickers, Braden Rickles and Connor Clark. Either one of them could send it away. We'll know who sends it away momentarily. Rickles is the one with his hand raised in the air. As they approach the ball, looks like it's going to be Clark. Onside kick. It's going to be loose. I think the Wildcats might have got it. We'll wait for the call. Wildcats got it. Central City football. Luke Birds recovers the onside kick. And the Wildcats are going to get a chance to extend their lead. As I believe it was Caden Weber up at the front line for the Orioles, bobbled it. And it came out. Luke Birds, he's done a great job on the kickoffs all season. Hustled down there and picked it up. Wildcats will have 1st and 10 from the Oriole 37-yard line. As that's why they do it. Wildcats strictly go with onside kicks for the most part. And it worked that time. They have it 1st and 10. Hansen and Klosterman once again in the shotgun. Snap's going to go to Klosterman. He'll keep it himself. Past the 35, still going past the 30, past the 20. He's going to go all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Aiden Klosterman, 37 yards to the house. As the Wildcats extend their lead 12-0 with 7.5 to go in the first quarter and the 2-point conversion yet to come. Could not ask for a better start for Central City after taking the opening drive of the night to the end zone, recovering the onside kick. One play later, bringing it to the house. Aiden Klosterman having himself a game early on as the Wildcats will look to go for 2. Hansen by himself in the shotgun. Greif split out to the left. Snap goes to Greif, to Hansen. He's going to keep it himself. Plows over a defender into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. So with 7:22 remaining in the first quarter, our score, Central City 14, Springville 0. So what a start for Central City. They lead it by 2 touchdowns before Springville has even touched the football. As they will get set to kick it away once again. The Orioles knew the onside kick was coming. Regardless, we're not able to get on it as Luke Birds, hustling down the field, jumped on top of it. As the Oriole kick return teams back out onto the field. Again, Luke Menster is going to be back deep in this case being about the 15. As again, they're going to stick with the hands team. Looks like they're actually going to move one player. Nope, player was just in the wrong position. They're going to have 4 at midfield and 3 at the 30 once again. Wildcats break their huddle. Braden Rickles and Connor Clark, again, the 2 getting set to send it away. Clark kicked the first one. We'll see who kicks the second one. Looks like it's going to be Rickles. It's a higher kick. Going to be bounced to the 25, picked up by Menster. He's going to return past the 25, still going past the 30. Breaks one tackle before Luke Birds knocks him down just past the 30-yard line. And so the Orioles will get their first crack at things here. They'll have it in their own territory, 1st down and 10. They're going to spot that at their own 33-yard line. So the Oriole offense will get their first shot of the night, already down by 2 scores, 14-0. As the Orioles break their huddle up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go in the I formation. Demeen is under center. He takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff. I believe that's Jordan on the carry. Christopher Greif's going to knock him down after a gain of about 4. As Luke Jordan lined up at running back in the I formation, took the handoff. He brings it past the 35 to the 37. It'll be 2nd down and 6 after a gain of 4 there on 1st down. As the Orioles break their huddle, they're going to split Luke Menster out to the left. As Demeen's in the shotgun with a pair of backs to either side. One to his left, one to his right. Demeen takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. Past midfield, he's going to be dragged down close to a 1st down. It'll depend on the spot. Believe that might have been enough to move the chains. Hansen was there to bring him down. And looks like that is going to be just short of a 1st down, so it'll be 3rd and short. Orioles need a yard here on 3rd down in Wildcat territory at the 37-yard line. Dylan Demeen leading the Oriole huddle. As their huddle now breaks, they're going to split Menster out to the left once again. Demeen under center with a pair of backs behind him. He takes a snap. It's going to be hit off to the fullback. He's got a 1st down, and it's going to be taken down shortly thereafter. Looks like that was Bryce Ripple on the carry. Ripple, a sophomore for the Orioles. He's the fullback in their I formation. Takes the handoff from Demeen and marches across the 1st down line as they're going to spot that at the 32-yard line. And that's where the Wildcats, or the Orioles, excuse me, will have it first down and 10. 5:45 to go in the first quarter here as Menster's going to split out right. Again, Demeen under center. Demeen takes a snap, pitch out to Jordan on the left. He's going to be taken down after a very short gain. Might have gained a couple there up to the 30, but the Wildcat defense was all over it. Looks like they're, in fact, just going to hold him to a gain of 1 there as they'll spot that at the 31. So the Wildcat defense swarmed Jordan there on the pitch. Gain of 1 will bring up second down and 9. Ball at the 31-yard line. Orioles have stuck with mostly a I formation look. This time they're going to split Menster out to the right. Demeen in the shotgun, a back to either side. He's going to take the snap, fakes a handoff, now gives it to Ripple. He's going to be taken down, now pushed backwards by the Wildcat defense. Got it past the 30. Looks like they're going to get it to about the 28-yard line. That'll bring up about 3rd and 6 for Springville. It looks like the Wildcat defense is maybe going to go for a smaller look here on 3rd down as the nose guard, David Munyakazi, comes out. They're going to maybe put an extra defensive back in there. Expecting potentially a pass here on 3rd and 6. If it is a pass, look for Menster as he's caught 31 of their 42 passes so far this year. They're going to split 3 receivers out to the left. Weber, Menster, and Ripple out there. Demeen's under center. He takes a snap, screen pass to Menster. Taken down right away for a loss, as I believe it was Christopher Greif blew it up. Read it perfectly, knocked back for a loss of 2. That'll set up 4th down and 8. The ball back to the 30-yard line as they had 3 receivers split out to the left. Menster took a step backwards on the snap and caught the pass. The blocking just broke down for Springville as Greif just blew through the hole and knocked him down for a loss of 2. Screen pass does not work there for the Orioles. They have 4th down and 8 here at the 30-yard line. They need the 22 to move the chains. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Demeen in the shotgun, back behind him. Demeen takes a snap. He's going to look to throw. Gets rid of it. Pass intended for Menster. It's going to be caught. That's going to be just enough for a first down, it looks like, as Jaden Hansen made the stop, but not before the Orioles pick up a first down. They needed the 22. They got the 21. So they gained 9 there on 2nd down and 8, and that will just move the chains there on 4th and long. So fresh set of downs here for the Orioles as they break the huddle. Again, going to split 1 left, 1 right. That's Menster to the left. Sheeta to the right. Now Ripple's also going to split out right. Demeen in the shotgun. A back behind him. He takes a snap. He hands it off to Jordan to the late handoff. He's going to break 1 tackle. Finally brought down after a gain of about 3. Looks like he's going to advance to the 18-yard line. So gain of 3 there on 1st and 10. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 with about 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter of play. Wildcats lead at 14-0 after taking the ball to start the game, punching it into the end zone, and then recovering an onside kick and scoring another touchdown to lead at 14-0 with the Orioles driving down the field. Orioles break the huddle. They're going to stick in the same formation. Menster out left, Ripple and Sheeta to the right. With Demeen in the shotgun, Jordan behind him. Demeen takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. Fakes the pitch. He's going to be past the 10, taken down just after crossing the 10-yard line. Looks like he got it up to the 8. That will move the chains. 1st and goal for the Springville Orioles.
The ball is going to be at the Wildcat 8-yard line.
Wildcat defense looking to hold them here on 1st and goal. Ball is going to be, looks like they're actually going to spot that at the 9-yard line. As the Wildcat defense pushed against their own end zone now as the Orioles break the huddle. Again, 1 left, 2 right, with Demeen in the shotgun and the back behind him. Demeen awaiting the snap. He takes it. He's going to throw to Menster. Gets it over to him. It's caught. He's going to fight out of a tackle, breaks another, and he's going to cross the goal line. Touchdown, Orioles, as they open their scoring here tonight. 14-6 our score, as Menster broke a couple tackles there on his way to the end zone. And we'll see if the Orioles go with their swing and gate formation. They sometimes do, where they split 2 receivers left, 4 to the right, and the only people at the line of scrimmage are the center and the quarterback. Right now they have 4 split right, 2 guards at center, and Menster in the shotgun. We'll see if they motion or that's how they're going to keep it. Bad snap. It's way back there. Menster recovers it, breaks a tackle, gets rid of it at the 25, passes in the air towards the end zone. It's going to be caught. Was he in? Yes, he was. That's going to be one the Wildcats regret if it stays a close game, as Menster was dead to rights all the way back at the 25-yard line after a snap way over his head. He managed to corral it, break a tackle, and get rid of it, caught in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 2:08 remaining here in the first quarter, our score Central City 14, Springville 8. As the Wildcat defense had him to 4th and long earlier in the possession, but couldn't make the stop. Menster caught it just a yard past the first down marker to move the chains, and it was just enough as they eventually find the end zone there at the end of the drive. As the Wildcat kick return teams out onto the field, they're going to have Matthew Klosterman and Lucas Kreif back deep once again. As Jackson Robinson Valley back out onto the field for the Orioles, he'll set the ball to 30 and get set to kick it away. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter of play here from Central City, as the Wildcats hold a 14-8 lead and are getting set to take the ball back. Oriole kick return team spreads out across the field. As Robinson Valley takes his approach, ball's in the air. It's a pretty short one, but it's going to bounce quite a ways, and it's going to just go out of bounds. That'll draw another flag. Robinson Valley's opening kickoff of the night also went out of bounds. On that one, Myers elected to re-kick. Don't think that's going to be the case this time, as it looks like the offense is hustling out there. The ball went out at about the 17 or maybe 18-yard line. So they would get it 5 yards past that. That does seem to be what's happening here.
Wildcats decline the penalty and will have the ball.
As the referee is going to mark it at the 20, although I thought it went out about the 18, but that's where they're going to mark it. Nope, okay. He's going to move it a solid 5 yards. Now it's at the 25. Big difference there as the Wildcats will get it 1st and 10 from their own 25. After declining the kickoff out of bounds penalty. And now they've got Klosterman and Hansen ready to take the snap. It's going to go to Klosterman. Cuts back on the inside, makes a man miss, but he's going to be taken down in the backfield. Looked like he had a hole, but he didn't see it in time as he cut back and was taken down for a loss there on 1st down. Klosterman loses one there, 2nd down and 11. Ball's back at the Wildcat 24-yard line. As Yoder's going to come out, Lucas Greif will come into the game. As the Wildcats break the huddle, Greif's going to split out left. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take the snap. As we've got a timeout on the field. The referee discussing something here, talking to the Orioles sideline, or maybe talking to the chain gang. Looks like the chain gang had some sort of problem there, but I think we've got it figured out. Gives us the ready-to-play signal. He's got 2nd down and 11 at the 24. Greif comes in motion to the right. It's going to go to Klosterman. He's going to fake there. He will hand it off to Greif. And he's going to have a close to a 1st down there as Lucas Greif has had a couple of runs here tonight that have just gone for nice gains there. Nearly 10 in the gain. As that'll set up 3rd down and short. Looks like they need a long 2. 3rd down and 2 with the ball at the 33. Wildcats need to cross the 35 to move the chains. With just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. Wildcats break the huddle. Hansen and Klosterman back there to take the snap again. It's going to go to Yoder. Ball's on the ground, though. It's loose. The Wildcats picked it up, though. Hansen ended up with it. And it got whistled dead early from the looks of it. As Hansen picked it up, but they blew the whistle right away, even though it didn't look like his knee was down. Coach Myers doesn't seem to be happy with that call. They will gain 2. But was it enough to move the chains? It does not appear so. As it's going to be 4th and inches. They needed the 35. They got there, but apparently they're just short. Although they're stopping the clock here, and it looks like they may bring the chain gang out to measure. As it's very close. And looks like they will keep the chain gang on the sideline, and they are going to say it is indeed fourth down. What's fourth and less than a yard?
It's going to be fourth and short for the Wildcats.
Wildcats basically need to fall forward here, and they'll pick up the first down, but they are in the shotgun. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take the snap. Going to go to Yoder, and he should have it as he crossed the 35, and that'll be enough to move the chains. Wade Yoder lined up at fullback for the Wildcats, took the direct snap, and plowed forward for gain of about 2, maybe 3. Only needed a couple of inches. Basically anything other than a loss there for the Wildcats would have moved the chains. As that'll set it first down and 10 with the ball at the 37-yard line. That may end the quarter as the clock hits all zeros, and we have played 1 quarter of football here from Central City. Our score, Central City 14, Springville 8. So while we've got a break here on the field, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank combines the values of a locally owned, independent Eastern Iowa community bank with expanded services and the latest technology to meet our customers' fast-moving lifestyle. Bank on your success with Next Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So 12 minutes of football in the books as the Wildcats hold a 6-point advantage, and they are driving down the field. Pretty exciting first quarter there, especially in the early parts for the Wildcats as they got 2 touchdowns before the Orioles touched the football. They'll look to continue this drive and hopefully conclude it in the end zone as they are in Oriole territory. They're just shy of Oriole territory. They're going to have it at their own 37. First down and 10 as we get play resumed here for the second quarter. As a fresh 12 minutes set on the clock. Oriole defense out onto the field, as are the Wildcats as they break the huddle and run out onto the field. So Central City ball here to start the second quarter. First down and 10 from their own 37. As Wade Yoder picked up a crucial fourth down there on fourth and less than a yard right before the first quarter came to a close. Wildcats are going to have Lucas Greif split out left. Klosterman and Hansen ready to take the snap. Greif comes in motion. It's going to go to Klosterman. Takes the handoff. He'll keep it. Taken down in the backfield for a sizable loss as Drew Feltes, senior nose guard for the Orioles, broke through the line of scrimmage. That'll lose about 4 or 5 there. It's going to be second down and 14, back to their own 33, as Klosterman took the shotgun snap and was taken down instantly by Drew Feltes of the Orioles. Same formation for the Wildcats. Greif to the left. Klosterman and Hansen to take the snap. Greif comes in motion. Hansen takes a snap. He's going to throw. Gets rid of it. Down the field for Rickles. Well overthrown. That'll be incomplete, and that'll set up third down and long. 3rd and 14 for the Wildcats. They need the Oriole 33 to move the chains. Hansen talking to Coach Myers over there on the sideline, taking the play call as he hustles into the huddle alongside Lucas Greif. Wildcats need 14 yards here on third down to move the chains as they break the huddle. They're going to split Greif to the right, Hansen and Klosterman. Now Klosterman's going to split all the way to the left. Hansen all by himself, takes the snap, he's going to throw. Some pressure in his face, gets rid of it for Rickles. Ball's in the air, it's going to be incomplete, nearly caught. Rickles had it for a moment. Demeen then came in and broke up the pass for Springville. So it'll fall incomplete, and looks like the Wildcats are going to punt it away. As Luke Menster's going to range back to return the punt for the Orioles. Jaden Hansen will snap, and Aiden Klosterman will get set to punt it away for Central City. As they're going to motion a couple players, as they usually do on their punt formations. And now Betzer's going to come in motion. Klosterman handles a snap, kicks away just barely, as they'll draw a flag. There's a flag on the play for roughing the punter. And if it's a 5-yard penalty, it will set up 4th and long once again. But if it's a 15-yard variety, that'll move the chains. Looks like it's going to be running into the kicker, which is the 5-yard variety. It's going to be declined. And Springville will have it first down and 10 from their own 21, right where Luke Menster called for a fair catch. As there's two different types of penalties back there. Running into the kicker is a 5-yard penalty, means you just kind of bumped into him. Roughing the punter, on the other hand, is a 15-yard penalty. That's for actually taking out and almost tackling the punter. If that would have been the call, it would have been a first down for Central City, but that would have just been a 5-yard penalty and set up 4th and long once again. So the Wildcats decline it. Orioles break the huddle here, first and 10 from their own 21. They're going to have Menster and Ripple split out to the left. Or nope, Ripple's just going to go down as a tight end at the line of scrimmage. Demeen under center with the back behind him. Menster comes in motion, snaps on the ground. I think the Orioles got back on top of it as there's some miscommunication between the Orioles center and Dylan Demeen, the quarterback. The Orioles do get back on top of it. Looks like they actually might have gave him a yard there on the play. That'll be 2nd and 9 from the 22 as they kind of lucked into a yard there on the fumbled snap. As the Orioles break the huddle, Luke Menster split out to the left. Dylan Demeen under center, Luke Jordan behind him. 5 down linemen. Menster comes in motion to the right. It's going to be a pitch out to Menster. He fumbles it. It's on the ground. It's still loose. Wildcats got it. Central City got it. And they'll have it first and 10 inside the Oriole 20. After the Orioles just managed to avoid disaster on the previous play, they are not as fortunate that time as Demeen took the snap, pitched out to Menster, going to the right. He bobbled it. It fell on the ground. He tried to get on top of it. He could not. And the Wildcats fall on it. They'll have it first and 10 from the Oriole 20-yard line. Big momentum shift here potentially as the Wildcats have it in great field position. Break the huddle. They're going to go with 5 down linemen. Yoder's the fullback. Just a couple yards past the line of scrimmage. Hansen and Klosterman take the snap. It goes to Klosterman. He's past the 20. Still going to the 15. He's going to be dragged down a couple yards shy of the 10. Not a bad run there by Aiden Klosterman. He gains about 7 down to the 13-yard line, as that'll set up 2nd down and 3 for the Wildcats after Aiden Klosterman keeps them on schedule there on first down. We've got just over 9 minutes to play here in the second quarter, with the Wildcats leading 14-8 and just 13 yards away from the end zone. Wildcats back up to the line. It's going to be Hansen and Klosterman again to take the snap. It'll go to Klosterman again. He's going to the left this time. He's going to cut back inside past the 10. Still fighting. He's going to be close. He's going to be taken down a couple yards short of the end zone. That should move the chains. As first down in goal for Central City. They'll spot it at the 5. Kind of hard to see down there on the far end, so not quite as close as I thought. But still, a nice run there by Klosterman. Moves the chains. Sets up first down and goal. Wildcats with a chance to reclaim a 2-possession lead here. Lead at 14-8, 5 yards away from the end zone. Again, Hansen and Klosterman to take the snap. It's going to go to Hansen. He'll keep it. He's going to be taken down to the backfield for a loss. Caden Weber broke through the line of scrimmage right away and knocked him back. Fairly sizable loss that time. I think he's going to lose about 3 there on first and goal. It'll set up 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line. The Wildcats still have 3 chances to score here, just 8 yards away from the end zone. 2nd and goal as the Wildcats come up to the line. No change in the formation. Klosterman and Hansen back there to take the snap. Direct snap to Klosterman. Going to the right. He's past the 5, cuts it inside. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Touchdown, Wildcats as Aiden Klosterman finds the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. And the Wildcats extend their lead, 20-8. 2-point conversion yet to come. Great job there by Klosterman to follow his blocking, make some juke moves inside, and find the end zone as the Wildcats will look to extend the lead. Klosterman's been responsible for all 3 Wildcat touchdowns so far, as they're going to split Greif out to the right here for the 2-point conversion. Hansen by himself in the shotgun. He's going to take it. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to be stopped short, as the 2-point conversion is going to be no good. So with 7:48 remaining in the second quarter, our score, Central City 20, Springville 8. So after the Wildcats were forced to punt on their previous possession, a lost fumble by the Orioles on an errant pitch over to Luke Menster gave the Wildcats the ball just 20 yards shy of the end zone. Aiden Klosterman did the rest as he carried it across the goal line for a Wildcat touchdown, his third of the night. They lead it 20-8 as the Orioles will get it back here. Unless the Wildcats recover an onside kick, of course. Can't forget about that possibility. They've already done it once tonight, and they will certainly look to do it again. Wildcat kickoff team hustles onto the field. As again, Braden Rickles will set it at the 30-yard line, and Connor Clark will accompany him when he takes his approach back to send it away. Either Clark or Rickles could kick it away. The Orioles are going to set up in the hands team again. Mensters at the 20. They've got 3 players at the 30 and 4 players right at midfield. Rickles and Clark both set to send it away. They take their approach. Rickles sends this one away. Onside kick. It's going to bounce. Sheeta loses it. It's going to go out of bounds, however. So they threw a flag, but it was touched by a player. Can't remember if that matters. As the ball bounced in and out of the hands of Cade Sheeta, one of the front linemen there for the Orioles, and then went out of bounds. And as soon as it went out, the flag was thrown. So if they assess the 5-yard penalty, it'll bring it up to midfield. Waiting to see where they're going to set it. They will take away the flag as it was touched by the Orioles. I think that's what negated the penalty. So they will set the ball at the 34-yard line in Springville territory, and that's where the Orioles will take over 1st and 10 with just under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Wildcat defense forced the turnover last time. They'll look to do it once again here as the Orioles come up to the line. They'll have one receiver left, 2 to the right. Demeen in the shotgun with Luke Jordan behind him. Demeen awaiting the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Cuts it out to the right side of the field. He's going to be past midfield, and he's going to be taken down shy of a first down. As I think it was Jaden Hansen that knocked him down that time. Looks like he gained about 9. That'll set up 2nd down and 1. Just shy of the first down marker. Ball at the 37-yard line. As a nice run there by Demeen sets him up nicely, 2nd and 1 inside Wildcat territory. Orioles break the huddle. Same formation. Menster to the left, Ripple and Sheeta to the right. Demeen in the shotgun. Demeen takes a snap. He's going to throw. Pressure in his face as a screen pass. It's caught by Luke Jordan. There's a flag on the play. He's going to be taken down there by Rickles inside the 20. As could potentially be roughing the passer. Or could have also been holding. Waiting the call here from the head referee in his pink hat tonight for breast cancer awareness. Holding is called against the Orioles, so initially thought it was potentially roughing the passer against the Wildcats. I was incorrect. It's going to be holding called against the Orioles, and that'll knock the first down right off the board and march them back several yards to set up 2nd down and long. 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and that will result in the ball being placed at the Oriole 31-yard line. So 2nd down and about 14 here. As the holding penalty definitely helps out the Wildcats there. 2nd and long, ball at the 31. Orioles split 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Demeen by himself in the shotgun. Awaiting the snap. He's going to look to throw. Pressure in his face, gets rid of it. It's going to be incomplete, intended for Bryce Ripple. But the ball was thrown essentially directly at the ground, out of the reach of Ripple. As that'll set up 3rd down and long. It's going to be 3rd and 14 from the Oriole 31-yard line. Here with just over 6 minutes to go in the first half. If you're just tuning in lately here, Wildcats lead this one 20-8 as the Orioles have 3rd and long in their own territory. Wildcats looking to get the ball back here with a defensive stop. They're going to split 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Demeen by himself in the shotgun with just 3 linemen along the line of scrimmage. Snap. Benton jumped off sides as Makai Benton, playing right defensive end, was fooled by the hard count that time. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It's still going to be 3rd and long, but 3rd and not quite as long here for the Orioles. They're going to move that 5 yards up to the Oriole 36. It'll set up 3rd down and 9. As the Orioles break the huddle. Going to come up to the line just a few yards shy of midfield. Same formation, 2 left, 2 right. Demeen in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes a throw. Now he's rolling. Betzer's back there. He's going to hang on to him, and he's going to bring him down for a sack. Arwen Betzer brought him down, assisted by Makai Benton and Christopher Greif. Wildcat defenders there do a good job of swarming to the ball, helping out their teammate, and bringing him down for a loss. Loses about 4 there. It's going to be 4th down and long. We'll see if the Orioles go for it here with the ball at their own 32. Looks like they're going to look to punt here, as Lucas Greif is going to be back deep to return. I think that's Luke Menster getting set to punt here for the Orioles. Takes a snap. He's going to send it away. Pretty good punt. Spiral. It's going to be fielded by Menster at the 15, or excuse me, by Greif. Returns it past the 20. Nice extra effort there on the lunge. Brings it to about the 25-yard line. As the Wildcat defense gets a huge stop there with the sack from Arwen Betzer, assisted by Greif and Benton. As the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25 with 5:55 to go before half. So the Orioles will get it first in the second half. So ideally for the Wildcats, what you would do here is just drain the clock all the way to 0 or as close as you can get to it and score a touchdown to avoid the Orioles getting the chance to score back-to-back in the late second half and or late first half and early second half. We'll see what they do here as Klosterman takes the snap, running to his right. He's going to be taken down just past the line of scrimmage. There's not much room for him there as he kept stretching out to the left side of the field. Looks like he might have gained a couple there. 2nd down, and we'll call that a long 8. As there wasn't a whole lot of room there for Klosterman on that previous carry. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. As the Wildcats come up to the line of scrimmage here. Again, Hansen and Klosterman, the sophomore duo in the backfield. It's going to go to Klosterman. He'll run it again. It's going to be taken down by a host of Springville Orioles there. Has just not a lot of room as the blocking didn't really develop there. He's actually going to lose a yard. It's going to be 3rd and a long 9. Ball at the 26-yard line. Wildcats going to make some subs here. They're going to go with a more of a pass look as Marcus Shellhorn and Matthew Klosterman and I think Lucas Greif all came into the game there. They're going to split 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hansen's by himself in the shotgun. Hansen takes a snap, looking to throw. Rolling to his right, a little pressure there, gets rid of it. Pass intended for Greif. It's a wobbly one. It's going to be caught. Lucas Greif makes a big catch, and he's going to go all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. As I think he lost his shoe, but nonetheless took the ball across the goal line for the touchdown. Touchdown, Wildcats, as Lucas Greif makes a huge catch, breaks out of a tackle attempt from Jackson Robinson Valley, and brings it across the goal line for a score. Wildcats extend their lead here. They lead at 26-8. 2-point conversion yet to come. A fantastic first half thus far from the Wildcats. They look to extend that lead a little bit more. Klosterman's going to stand all alone in the shotgun. Lucas Greif, who just caught the touchdown, is going to split out to the left. It's going to go to Klosterman. He'll keep it himself. Running to the left. He's going to break a couple tackles, and he's going to go across the goal line. 2-point conversion is good. Wildcats get 2 more points on the board. And with 4:18 remaining in the second quarter of play, our score, Central City 28, Springville 8. So faced with a 3rd and long, Jaden Hansen with a throw down the field to Lucas Greif. It was a bit of a wobbly throw. Hansen had to stop and jump up for it. He high-pointed it very nicely, despite having a height disadvantage in the matchup. And he was able to haul in the catch, break a tackle from Robinson Valley, and bring it across the goal line for a Central City touchdown. Huge play there for the Wildcats, as they will now send it away to the Orioles. What a first half so far, ladies and gentlemen. as the Wildcats and Orioles both make their way onto the field for the ensuing kickoff. Same formation for the Orioles, 4 at midfield, 3 at the 30. As somebody's setting off some fireworks, it sounds like. And Luke Mentzer's going to be back at the 20. Again, Connor Clark and Braden Rickles both going up as if they're going to send it away. We'll see which one actually does. Rickles with his hand in the air as he takes his approach. It's going to be Clark. It's a little bit of a longer kick. It's going to be fielded by Menster just past the 25. Now returns it up to the 30. Cuts it back inside. He's going to be brought down. There's a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Think it was against the Orioles. We'll wait for it, though. As it stands, the ball is at about the 36-yard line, maybe 37. It looks like the referee's indicating block in the back to his crewmate there. And now he's going to signal it up here in the press box. Block in the back is called against the Orioles. I believe that's going to be 10 yards from the spot. That'll knock the Orioles back, as they'll march that from the 37-yard line. As the spotter and the crew there for the referees marches it back. And they're actually going to assess it from a little bit farther than I originally thought. They're going to set it at the, call it the 24-yard line, as that'll be 1st and 10 for Springville. Just over 4 minutes to go in the half here. As the Orioles come up to the line, they're going to split 3 receivers out to the left. Last time they did this, they went with a screen pass that was gobbled up by the Wildcat defense. Demeen's under center. He takes a snap. He's going to try to run, but he falls to the ground. Was not touched, but it doesn't matter. Knee touches, and that'll be a loss for Springville. And he's going to lose about a yard there, maybe 2. Call that 2nd down and 12 from the 22-yard line. As Demeen kept it himself, the 3 receivers were just a decoy, but he just slipped and fell on the grass, knee touched, and that was enough to end the play. As we're going to have 3 receivers split out left here for the Orioles. Same formation with Demeen under center. Waiting for the snap. Demeen takes it. He's going to keep it himself. Got a bit of a hole. He's going to be taken down after fairly modest gain there on 2nd and long. Betzer was the first one there for the Wildcats. A couple of his teammates came in to help out. That'll set up about 3rd and 5 for Springville, with the ball spotted at about the 29-yard line. Just over 3 minutes and counting to go in the quarter. As the Orioles break the huddle, no change in the formation. Looks like Jordan, Weber, and Menster split out left. Demeen under center. 3rd and 5 for the Orioles. Demeen's going to keep it again. He'll be taken down short. Second effort might get it, though. I think the second effort will move the chains. Well, it depends on the spot here. And, yep, that will move the chains. That'll be a 1st down for the Orioles up to the Wildcat 34-yard line. As originally it looked like they had him stopped, but some extra momentum there at the end from Demeen, the ball carrier, brought him across enough to move the chains. Orioles come up to the line. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Menster's all by himself over there on the right side of the field with Demeen in the shotgun. Pass formation here for the Orioles, but watch for a quarterback draw. It's going to be a throw. Demeen sets his feet, gets rid of it. It's caught. It looks like Luke Jordan on the catch was driven out of bounds by Braden Rickles. Past the 35, into Wildcat territory at the 31-yard line. That'll move the chains for the Orioles, as Luke Jordan made the catch. Ball at the 31. Little over 2 minutes to go in the first half. As the Wildcat defense looks to stiffen up here. Orioles driving into Wildcat territory. This time they're going to split out 3 to the right. Again, Demeen by himself in the shotgun. Demeen awaiting the snap. He takes it. He's going to throw again. Has some pressure in his face. Betzer's right there. He can't take him down. Demeen's going to take off. He's going to have a short game before he's blown up by Christopher Greif. What a hit there by the sophomore linebacker for the Wildcats. As Demeen will just get back past the line of scrimmage for a gain of 1 after Betzer couldn't quite bring him down in the backfield, but nice job by Greif to knock him down. Big hit by Greif. 2nd down and 9 with the ball spotted at the 30-yard line. And looks like we are going to have a timeout on the field. That's the first timeout we've seen here tonight from either side. It's called by Springville. That is their first. They have 2 remaining here in the first half with 2 minutes on the clock. In the second quarter, our score, Central City 28, Springville 8. And while they take a timeout, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor, Next Bank. Next Bank is your bank for what's next. Your next car, next home, next business, next phase of life, or next adventure. 5 locations to serve you: Central City, Cedar Rapids, Marion, Coralville, and Waterloo. Next Bank is proud to sponsor Central City Sports. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So 2nd and 9 once we resume play here after the timeout. Ball spotted at the Wildcat 30 with Springville in possession of the football. Springville is picking up big chunk after big chunk on their last few plays before the Wildcat defensive line, specifically Arwen Betzer, put a lot of pressure on Dylan Demeen. Couldn't make the sack, but Christopher Greif finished it off in a big way, laying a nice big hit there on Demeen to hold him to a gain of 1. So now I've got 2nd down and 9 as both teams are back on the field. We've got 2 minutes on the clock here in the second quarter. As the Orioles are going to split 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Menster all by himself over there on the right side of the field. Demeen in the shotgun, Luke Jordan behind him. Demeen bobbles it, he's going to keep it himself. Breaks 1 tackle. Marcus Prusman does a nice job of just dragging him. Nearly missed the tackle there, but he does bring him down after a short gain. Looks like they are going to spot the ball at the 26-yard line, which will bring up 3rd down and 5. So clock continues to run here after the run play. 1:40 and counting.
I'm not stopping it. I'm not on the clock.
Orioles in the huddle. As they break the huddle. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Demeen in the shotgun, Jordan behind him. Hard count there by the Orioles. Now Demeen's going to keep it himself. Rushing over to the right side of the field. He's going to be taken down short of a 1st down. And several Wildcats stand him up and avoid him from getting that forward progress after the end of the play. As that'll be well short of a 1st down. Needed 5, only got about 2. It'll be set up 4th down and 3. Looks like we've got a timeout on the field. Springville uses their 2nd timeout of the half. They've got 1 remaining. With 1:04 remaining in the second quarter, our score, Central City 28, Springville 8. As the Wildcat defense have forced a 4th and 3 here. The Orioles have it at the 24. They need the 21 to move the chains. That is in Wildcat territory. As both teams huddled up with their coaches over on the sideline. As the Wildcats break their huddle, back onto the field here for this 4th and 3 play, looking to get a big stop shortly before halftime. Orioles will get it first to begin the second half, so really important here that the Wildcat defense hold here on 4th down and 3. Orioles break the huddle. 4th down and 3. They're at the 24. They need the Wildcat 21 to move the chains. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looks like it's going to be Luke Menster in the shotgun this time, so watch for a run play, although he can also throw. Waiting the snap. It's going to go to Menster. He will pump fake. He's going to run it himself. He'll have a 1st down, but he's pushed forward. I thought he had a 1st down, but it might not be enough. Did he move the chains? Waiting on the call here. I thought he had the 20. He actually just got the 21. Waiting for an official signal here from the referee. I think they're going to measure. It is very close. So we haven't really had a signal either way here. I thought he had it pretty handily there by a good yard. But the Wildcat defense did a good job of shoving him back. And so now we're going to measure. Chain gang jogs onto the field. It'll be close. He may have it. Awaiting the call here. They're going to stretch out the chains as far as it can go. As they set it down. Wildcats think it's short, but the referee disagrees. And that's going to move the chains. Wildcats incredulous over on the sideline. They can't believe it. The Wildcats, who were staring at the ball just inches away, thought it was short. I could not see it from my vantage point. It was supremely close, though, and was just enough for the Orioles to move the chains. They'll have 1st and 10 from the 20. 50 seconds and counting to go in the half. Orioles split 3 receivers to the right. Demeen in the shotgun all by himself. He takes a snap. He's going to throw. Looking down the field. Pump fakes. Pump fakes again. Rolling right. He's going to take off. Now he's going to think better of it. Gets rid of it. Pass is going to go out of bounds. Intended for Luke Menster. As there was no way for Menster to make the catch that time. It's a great job by the Wildcats secondary to just give him no chance to make the first down or touchdown throw there. Now we've got 38 seconds as the clock stops due to the incompletion. Wildcat defense looking to hold strong here before half and take sole possession of the momentum into the locker room. Orioles are again going to split 3 receivers to the right. Also look for Bryce Ripple, the tight end there for the Orioles, to go on a pass pattern. Demeen takes a snap. He's going to throw. Pressure in his face. Gets rid of it to the end zone. Ball's in the air intended for Menster. It's going to be caught. No, incomplete. Aiden Klosterman does a great job of ripping the ball out of Menster's hand. At first he had it. As incomplete pass stops the clock. 24 seconds to go. As we've got a stoppage here. They might be putting some time back on the clock as the head referee's kind of signaling over to the scoreboard. 4 seconds will be added to the clock, so there's going to be 28 seconds left on the clock. So now 28 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 10 for the Orioles at the Wildcat 21-yard line. 3 receivers left, or excuse me, 3 receivers right. Demeen in the shotgun, standing at the 25-yard line. He takes a snap, going to throw once again. Looking to the end zone, gets rid of it. Menster's there. It's going to be caught. Did he stay in bounds? Touchdown, Orioles. Luke Menster made a nice catch there, just over the outreaching hands of Aiden Klosterman. As the Orioles do punch it in before halftime, 28-14 our score, as they will get set to attempt the 2-point conversion. Wildcats forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, but couldn't stay with Menster there on 3rd down as he finds the end zone. And the Orioles will go for 2. Again, here in the 2-point conversion, 3 receivers split right. Demeen in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to throw again. Gets rid of it. Ball's in the air. It's going to be incomplete. 2-point conversion is no good. So big stop there by the Wildcat defense. Keeps the score right where it is. With 22 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter, our score, Central City 28, Springville 14. So a big 2-point conversion there. Big 2-point conversion stop, that is, for the Wildcats. As the defense forces the incompletion. And this will be an ensuing kickoff here to the Wildcats. Just 22 seconds to go before halftime. As we'll see if they just try to make something happen before the break or if they just kind of play it safe and let the clock run out. Looks like the Wildcats are maybe going to go with a hands team here as Max Arthur is going to be back deep. 4 Wildcats up at the line of scrimmage and 3 more back at the 30. Anticipating an onside kick. Fair enough assumption is what do the Orioles have to lose here. with 22 seconds to go in the half. Jackson Robinson Valley sets the ball at the 30-yard line to get set to send it away here for the Orioles. Kickoff team spreads across the field for Springville. As Robinson Valley takes his approach, it's going to be a regular kickoff. Max Arthur running back to receive it. He's going to pick it up and dive on it just shy of the end zone. Looks like it went out of bounds at about the 2. So 18 seconds to go in the second quarter here. 28-14 our score. Wildcats will have it just a little bit in front of their own end zone. As they anticipated an onside kick, it didn't come. Max Arthur had to hustle back and just dive on the ball. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 2. So we'll see if the Wildcats just go with some sort of QB kneel here if they try to run a play. Got to be careful with a shotgun snap in this situation. Not a whole lot of room back there for a negative play. As they come to the line of scrimmage, they're going to go in the I formation. Hansen's under center. He takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Yoder up the middle. He'll have a fairly decent gain there, past the 5 up towards close to the 6-yard line. Clock will continue to roll, and I believe that's going to do it for the first half. 5 seconds on the clock. As they will let it run down to 0. As we have played one half of football here from Central City, our scores: Central City 28, Springville 14. So a great first half there by the Wildcats. Put up 28 points on the board and hold the Orioles to 14. Nearly held them to 8. We just gave up the late touchdown there. As we'll be recognizing our homecoming court candidates and announcing King and Queen here shortly. We'll be right back with you, try to get the notes there. So we're about to meet our homecoming King and Queen candidates here. I'll try to follow along as much as I can here and let you know who's out there and on the track. It'll be a 20-minute halftime instead of 15 minutes this time for homecoming.
Are we ready? All right. We've got last year's homecoming King and Queen.
So first of all, we're going to be introducing the reigning King and Queen from 2020. That would be Brady Koba and Lacey Hennick. They'll be back here in Central City to transfer over King and Queen honors to the class of 2021.
Our first couple here is Katie Flitch. She is the daughter of Mike and Julie.
As first up, Katie Flitch will be the first Queen candidate for the Wildcats. I'll get you some more information here momentarily once I get the card with information. There's, of course, 5 Queen candidates and 5 King candidates for homecoming court here in Central City. And Philip Hempstead is going to be the first King candidate here tonight. As Katie Flitch is the daughter of Mike and Julie Flitch. Throughout high school, she's been involved in cross country, track, National Honor Society, FFA, and 4-H. She enjoys showing Simmental cattle nationally throughout the year. My apologies if I just butchered that. Her future plans are to attend Kirkwood Community College for 2 years and then transfer to Iowa State, majoring in something in the agriculture industry. King candidate is Philip Hempstead, son of Jeff and Carrie Hempstead. Philip has been involved in archery for 4 years in high school. His future plans are to attend a trade school to enter the welding industry. Next 2 candidates are Briley Brooks for Queen and Bob Bechtel for King, as they make it out to their spot on the track here in Central City.
Bob has played soccer his freshman year. Then when he came to Central City last year, he started off.
Bob, a fairly new student here at Central City, just came last year, but clearly well liked among his peers, as he is one of the 5 King candidates here tonight.
playing football for the first time.
Nice round of applause for Briley and Bob. As Briley Brooks, the daughter of Brian and Heather Brooks, she's been involved in 4 years of volleyball, 4 years of basketball, 4 years of golf, 4 years of choir, 3 years of jazz choir, Schoolhouse Rock Live, 2 years of National Honor Society, and National Council on Youth Leadership. Briley plans to attend nursing school to attain a BSN with a specialty in neuroscience. Our second King candidate is going to be Bob Bechtel, the son of Mike Bechtel, Jessica Walker, and Ben Walker. When he graduates, he plans to find apprenticeships or internships into industrial technology. He played soccer his freshman year, and then after coming to Central City last year, he started off doing track, then went to baseball, tried basketball, and now he is here in football.
4 years of football, 2 years of track, 2 years of archery. Future plans for Tristan are undecided at this time.
Next two are going to be Shelby Rollinger and Tristan Diedeker. Shelby is the daughter of Todd and Jen Rollinger. Her future plans after high school are to attend Kirkwood for gen ed with hopes to transfer to receive her BSN. She has been involved in softball for 5 years, track for 4 years, dance for 4 years, volleyball for 3 years, choir for 2 years, NHS for 2 years, and student council for 1 year. Escorting Shelby tonight is Tristan Diedeker, the son of Crystal and Anthony Diedeker. Activities include 4 years of football, 2 years of track, and 2 years of archery. Tristan's future plans are undecided at this time. Next up, we have Hannah Kramer and Troy Curtis out there for the Wildcats.
Troy include 4 years of football, basketball, and track, 2 years of golf, 5
Both have been heavily involved in activities throughout their time here at Central City.
and student council.
Get you those activities here in a moment.
Troy are to major in education in an undecided university.
So we have Hannah Kramer, the daughter of John and Lynette Kramer. She's been involved in basketball for 4 years, volleyball for 4 years, softball for 5 years, track for 1 year, student council for 3 years, FFA for 3 years, choir for 2 years, and NHS for 2 years. Her future plans are to attend the University of Northern Iowa to become a high school English teacher. Escorting Hannah is Troy Curtis, the son of Michelle and Wade Curtis. Troy's activities include 4 years of football, 4 years of basketball, 4 years of track, 2 years of golf, 5 years of baseball, 1 year of NHS, and 1 year of student council. Troy's future plans are to major in education at an undecided university. And finally, we have Kaya Ingan and Wade Yoder. Not sure I'll have time to bring you the information about those two before the winner is announced, but I will certainly do so after the fact if not able to. So briefly here, Kaya is the daughter of Chris and Jessica Ingan. Her future plans are to go to Kirkwood. Wade is the son of Josh and Wendy Yoder. He plans to attend Kirkwood or DMAC for welding and then go right into the workforce.
I'm opening the envelope.
And ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth. 2021 Central City Homecoming King and Queen, moments away from being announced here tonight. I've told you a little bit about the candidates. Now we're going to find out who the winner is.
And your 2021 homecoming
Announcement being made
Bob Bechtel.
right now, and the king is Bob Bechtold. Bob Bechtold is the homecoming king 2021 for Central City.
And the 2021 Central City homecoming queen is Shelby Rollinger.
And the 2021 Central City homecoming queen, Shelby Rollinger. So congratulations to those two. Bob, like I said, just came to Central City last year. Says a lot about his character and how well liked he is among his peers.
Congratulations to
And Shelby,
and all the candidates.
also winning queen here tonight. Shelby, very great person. If you've had the opportunity to meet her and get to know her a little bit, definitely very well deserving. Had a lot of deserving people down there. But then again, only one from each gender can be determined, the king and queen. As again in 2021, king is Bob Bechtold and queen is Shelby Rollinger. So big congratulations to those two and to all 10 of our homecoming court members. I'm sure they had a very fun week, filled with lots of activities, something they'll certainly never forget. We've got about 12 and a half minutes remaining in halftime now after the festivities there on the track for homecoming court. So shifting back to football here, what a first half we saw as the Wildcats led it 14-0 before Springville possessed the football. They received the opening kickoff, scored a touchdown on an Aiden Klosterman run, received the onside kick, and then just did some rinsing and repeating as Klosterman found the end zone again to take a 14-0 advantage. Orioles did manage to score a couple times, including late there in the second quarter, right before halftime. The Wildcats still hold a 2-possession lead here, 28-14, as the Orioles will get the first possession of the second half in about 10 minutes' time. So the marching band is now on the field for the Wildcats, giving a homecoming performance. As while we've got some time here, I'll try to see if I can get some updates on at least one of the games here around the district. Should be able to take a look at the Easton Valley Calamus-Wheatland score as Easton Valley broadcasts their games. Can't imagine that's a pretty one over there in Wyoming, as Cal Wheat using their temporary home field as the home field of Midland. So it looks like they're in the third quarter over there in Wyoming as Easton Valley's pulled ahead to a 45-0 lead. And just as I tune in, they're going to put another touchdown on the board. As, of course, Wildcats played Easton Valley last week. They're a good team. They'll go into the postseason and probably beyond, as they just a few minutes there from staying perfect with a 45-0 lead over Calamus-Wheatland. Other games tonight, Edgewood-Colesburg is taking on Lansing Key. That's a pretty high-profile game as both teams are undefeated in district play. As Edco does have one loss that came out of district in their opening game of the year. They lost 14-0 to Turkey Valley in a game that was called off after the first quarter due to weather. But since beginning district play, they are one of the 3 unbeaten teams. Of course, Key also one of the 3, so something has to give tonight over in Edgewood. I'll see if I can get any update on that. Nice job there by the Wildcat Marching Band. Not sure I'm going to be able to get an update here. Let me try one more time. As like I said, a high-profile game taking place in Edgewood between the Vikings and the Keyhawks. Pair of unbeatens in district play. They sit in a 3-way tie alongside Easton Valley atop the district standings. Although, of course, if the season ended right now, they would all 3 get into the playoffs because top 3 from each district will qualify this year. In a change from previous years, they've extended the playoffs from 16 teams to 32. So now they'll have the top 3 teams in each of the 10 districts as well as 2 at large that did not finish top 3. So we've got about 8 minutes to go here in our halftime break. As I'll go ahead and take a look at what the Wildcats have coming up. Just a couple more games here on the schedule. Next week, the Wildcats will have senior night here in Central City. They will host the Calamus-Wheatland Warriors. The Warriors in their first year of existence as a football program after previously having a player sharing agreement with a bigger school in the area. That was null and void as of this season, and now they're on their own. They have yet to pick up a win. Wildcats will look to pick up a big senior night win next week here in Central City against the Calamus-Wheatland Warriors. Before traveling to Elkader, Dittmer Sports Complex at Elkader City Park, home of the Central Elkader Warriors. 2 weeks from today, October 15th, against the Central Elkader Warriors. As that one will also be at 7 p.m. Like I said, 2 weeks from tonight, Friday, October 15th. As we've got about 7 minutes to go here in our halftime break. Wildcats just 2 more games on the year after tonight, as of listed on the schedule right now. As I will be on the call for both of those remaining games, don't forget. So especially for 2 weeks when we're on the road, if you can't make it out, you can always tune in right here to Wildcat Sports to hear some play-by-play action called live from the game.